So I've been reinforcing this metal here. There's the crack in the frame. So I just took this piece of metal, hopefully it'll be thick enough. Gonna make another big hole on this end and put 2 thick bolts through there. Trying to make it so it's reinforced enough. It's not that thick of metal, but to keep it from splitting anymore. Okay. Bolts in this. So there's a hole there, I'll weaken it a bit, but got this bolted on good. And I believe it'll help reinforce it a fair amount. It feels reinforced, honestly. And I'm thinking maybe, there's the crack right there. It's actually split. So this will probably really help, honestly. Yeah. You can still see it's a little bit out of line there, but I was thinking about doing more reinforcement. I think that'll do. Gotta get some paint spray. Got it painted. So that'll be a strong enough reinforcement, I think. Looks pretty sturdy. Hope so. The front, I think the front belt's gonna have to be replaced too. So I have to try to get both those. It's gonna be expensive, I bet. Let's see what hey, so got the new belts. Lord willing, they will fit. I think they'll fit. And remember, I've reinforced the chassis. I think that's tough enough. And if that reinforcement breaks, I'll get some stronger reinforcement. No crank. I need to put another battery in it. There's the other battery that I have. That battery's still good, so I'll probably put that in, fire it up, drive it around. Let's put the new belts in. So, got a lot of ply and steering. I need to work on that. This thing's a cool little tractor, isn't it? Alright, so let me put these stuff somewhere out of the way. Okay, now let's take back off this plate. Yeah, that's pretty tight. That's something for mounting the hood right there. It looks like I'm guessing it on the other side. Alright, now take that off so I don't get lost. Okay. Because that spacer came off right there. Might need to get one for the other side. I'll put the hood back on later, but I might need to replace the starter first. Because this one, it might need, well, probably just put a new starter gear, honestly, on it. Because a new starter, it works wonders on these opposed twins, but, well, turns out really cool, but this starter should do the job. Good. Okay, so let's get started on replacing the belts. Alright, so I'm going to put on the back belt first. I'm not actually sure how much video I'll be making. I'll check the back one look to be close to the correct size. Well, I think it's the correct size. It's not the same part number that's listed in the book, but I'm pretty sure it's the same belt. Let's see, I think the wind blew this. Let's see, so the back belt says the front belt has to come off first, which is what I thought. Yeah, it looks like I thought. Now I can't even remember if I really made any video taking it off, but it's simple in some sense, but difficult in other. The most difficult part would be making a video of it. So I'm not sure I'll be making a video of the actual belt changing. Alright, now just squeeze underneath this little tractor. Yeah, I won't be able to make any video of the actual thing. You can just, I roll it over that pulley last. First I put it on this. I just noticed there's no belt guide back there. That's kind of weird. Well, I got the belt on. And now I need to change the other one. It's worn too. I noticed right here it's worn thinner. And the rest is. Alright, so I'm going to take. So, let's see right here. got to take off that belt guide assembly there. And then the foot belts would come off, I guess. And then you could put on the new one, fire it up, and putt around. Lord willing. Alright, so let's get out and see. See if the instruction book tells to do the same thing. As I think it will. Alright, back belt. Front belt went on pretty easily. I need to band some of those pins that are serving as to hold the belt serve as belt keepers. Band them back into place. Alright, so let's see. 4 self-tapping screws. Yeah, I thought so. It's gonna be those little ones. It says to raise the front of the tractor. I don't really think that's necessary though. But let's pick out the screw size and get those up bolts out. Okay, so it looks like these 2 are the bolts, and there's gonna be 2 more on the other side. It's these 2 little bolts, and there's 2 more on the other side that hold this belt guide thing. Belt guide goes directly around the pulley, so you can't do. Well, looks like it's got to come off, or else you can't really do anything. Alright. Get these bolts off. I'm still disappointed about that cracked frame. This is a cool tractor though, so I hope I can get it going. I'm not sure if I'll put the HUD back on until I get it started, at least replace the starter gear, because I'm just concerned it's gonna break. If only I knew when. I think this is in place to uphold the HUD, because the HUD bolts are rusted. Somebody had already loosened up these bolts. Maybe it was the engine vibration. Quite likely. I don't know though. And this engine has got some oil leakage. Thankfully it don't look too bad, so I might not have to pull it out. I could get some stop leak to put in it, I guess. Got another engine that was getting pretty bad, oil leak. Another post win. I'm just going to put new gaskets in that one. But this one I might just try some stop leak instead of going through all the trouble of taking it out. The other one I've already taken out, but alright. Take these 2 bolts out. So the back belt, I didn't make any video, but I kind of just rolled it over the top of the transmission pulley. Get out of the way. It's hard to change these belts. And if that belt is stripped, seems kind of like it. Oh, and by the way, I hooked the little tensioner spring back on there. Onto that bolt. Let's see, I might need to pause the video and push on the back of this. Oh, there we go, it popped out. Yeah, that must have stripped. It's been stripped the ends. If they're all stripped, I need to put some bigger bolts in or something. Alright, so let's see. I think this plate's just gonna push forward or something. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know about pushing forwards, actually. Let me find what you're supposed to do with it. Let's see. So, hold the belt keeper assembly to push it forward down the way. That's what it says. Oh, and I just remembered I need to reset the parking brake. Oh, it already is set. Okay. I couldn't remember for sure. Just got this little thing for the parking brake. Alright. Well, it says to push it forwards, but I'm gonna have to pause the video while I do so, I believe. Let me see. Like my stupid camera gives a bad view, doesn't it? The way it clouds up, scrapes its own lens. Trying to find a position where you can kind of see what I'm doing. Take this belt keeper and try to move it. Goodness, what if it's still attached? because it is not moving. I'm gonna have to pause the video and mess with that. I was able to tap it out of the way. It fits in there pretty tight, evidently. I got the belt pulled down. Now I guess I just pull it through here. Assuming there's nothing else that it catches on. Wait a minute, it does catch on these belt keepers. You go past the other sides. On this side, old deck belt keepers. I think I might see if I can set up a rig with a air compressor running off the deck pulley, so I can fill up tires. And these belts are kind of in the way. It's so hard to move this PTO lever. Alright, there we go. So let's compare this belt. Looks pretty good overall, honestly. This one's a lot better shape than the other one was. It was falling apart. Except that one part is worn thinner there. 1054, 358. It's gonna be the same part number as this one. Yeah. Some of the other one had a newer part number, it looked like. But I think it'll still work. Alright. So yeah, they look to be approximately the same length. That's good. The new ones almost look longer, but I think it'll work anyway. Alright. So let's squeeze down here and push this one up for that slot. Managed to get that tapped into approximately the right place. So now, I think I'll go ahead and put the belt around the other pulley, variable pulley, and then I can go ahead and tighten up the bolts on the on the guide there. Alright, so we got these things here, belt guides. Push it around them. I've bent them out of the way. I'll need to bend them back into place when I'm done. The clutch is pushed in, so this ought to be loose, really. It's gonna be hard to get these belts into place, honestly. I'm gonna need to pause the video, I think. Okay, got both belts into their positions. And now I need to get all these belt guides secured. Cool. Looks like these belts are gonna fit. Alright, got those bolts in. Some of them were kind of strapped. I might deal with that later, but I won't worry about it right now. I'm gonna bend those belt keepers, and some. I wonder if this could use some adjustment. It looks like that might be adjustable. I'm not sure if I move it to there, that'll loosen up everything a little bit. Because I'm not sure if these belts have enough ply in them. Take off the parking brake. See if the belt gets nice and tight. I think it does get a bit tight, doesn't it? Look at that. That clutch does not come up very far, does it? Try changing this setting and see if that helps. Well, I don't think so. That belt does not. That pulley doesn't come up very far. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that though. But first, I'll go ahead and get that stuff into adjustment. We'll go ahead and bend those retainers, and then I'm gonna check and see if that pulley is adjustable. Got those bent, and it really is too tight in my opinion. So I'm gonna check if what adjustments this talks about here. Okay. Yeah, put on the new belt. Sun's making this too bright for me to comfortably read. Okay, so yeah, I feel like adjustments. Here we go. I wonder if that needs to be adjusted. Where is that link? Let's see, it might be back here. Yeah, it's not too good because how hard that is to get to. But let's see, it does look like it might work. What about that pulley? Does it say anything about moving that? No, not like so. I think probably that needs to be adjusted. Yeah. Probably. These new belts are fresh. First, let me just put this battery in and see. Start it up. I'm not gonna try to drive it. Probably just see what happens though. All right, so I've got the battery hooked up. Let's just see what happens. That thing can't crank it with the load. Too much friction. Definitely needs adjustment. Alright, so I'm going to try going down in here and see if I can adjust that collar kind of thing. Collar, why am I calling it that? Because I think it might be what it says now. It doesn't look like it with that piece there. I'm going to see if I can adjust that to get this clutch up some. Alright, so I'm going to reach in here. This thing just couldn't crank over with that load. Definitely needs adjustment. Alright, so let me knock out this pin. Okay, I might need to pause the video while I do this. I'm just gonna go in there anyway and turn that. Okay, so I ended up pulling the rod from there. I need to move this back a long way. Alright, so I got it adjusted to about right there. Gonna check how that looks. I think it'll work. I had to do a little bit more adjustment, but I think it's good now. So I got the pedal about right there, and it looks like it's declutching about right. Strikes that a little bit, but I think it'll work. So I'll put in the pins and test it. I had to remove one washer as I was installing it, so that put a little more ply in it probably, but still, I couldn't really do anything about that because I was having so much trouble with that. But it appears to be declutching properly. So let's see if I can get it cranked. See how it does. That to warm up a little bit. It does smoke a little bit. No, I didn't drive it. It's not quite an adjustment now that it got into position. This is coming back some. You see, clutch is now back for it. So the problem is I couldn't get started the other way. Now I'll have to take it out and adjust it again, maybe, it looks like. That would be infuriating, but it appears as if that might be the case. Christ. Oh man, now that is disappointing. Having to take it and adjust it a second time. Very infuriating. Gonna have to take it all apart again, adjust all that. Ugh. Alright, got that adjusted. So, it's back about how the adjustment had been earlier. Let's start it again and see how it acts. It appears to be acting alright. So I'll put on that cover.